Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Loads of PC, and welcome back to a new series of Crusader Kings 3. So, we're going to be playing some Crusader Kings 3 because of the new Wards and Wardens DLC, a new quill update. I thought it'd be something a little bit different on the channel. I have clicked through random characters several times, and we have ended up with a character here, Prince Gurant Mab Nominoe of Brittany, of the county of Rennes. Now, this is going to be interesting because Brittany is a place that is often dealing with here do ne'er-do-wells known as the Vikings. So we are kind of going to dive in. We're not going to play with a custom ruler. We are going to play with this family. We're going to do it as a Iron Man save, and we'll see how things go. So I haven't actually played the Wards and Warden update yet, but it is new and it is out. And I'm kind of intrigued to see how it goes. So what we're going to do is we are going to educate our son, as that will give us the chance to get the most intriguing ideas and most intriguing, what's what I'm looking for? Events. Now we can also, something new, we can exchange hostages. So, for example, with my ruler, or not even my ruler actually, my half-brother, I can exchange hostages with him. I can give him my son in return for, say, his son, or rather his grandson, which is kind of intriguing. We won't do that just at the moment, but it is kind of fun. We do also have our other son, and I will become his guardian as well. Let us make an alliance with our half-brother. Just because we want to be good. We're not employing a court decision, that's fine. We'll come along to that in a bit. And no chosen lifestyle. Now, our guy is pretty good at learning, according to this. He's already completed the theology track, so we might as well see if we can carry on with what we're doing. Let us go for scholarship focus, because it gives us development growth, and that obviously allows us our area of Brittany to become more developed, and in turn make us more money. Now then, we need to get married. Let's have a look, see if there's anyone who can give us a decent alliance from being married. Andalusian, so these are going to be counts. There is also, she's only 2, let's not do that. I was going to say, you know, the alliance with Cornwallis, or however you pronounce it, again, prepare for terrible pronunciations, wasn't really going to be worth it. There is the Earldom of Ormond. Now, both of them are Craven. Let's go for the slightly younger sister. We're not going to do a grand marriage. We're just going to do a kind of simple marriage because we don't quite have the money for a grand marriage just yet. We can petition our liege. What can we petition him for? No, I don't think we necessarily need to do anything like that at the moment. I think that's totally fine. Okay. So, let us get the game going and see how things go. So we don't have a lot of troops. We do have some bowmen as men-at-arms, which is pretty good. We formed an alliance with our half-brother, so that's always good. So that helps. We also now have the alliance formed with the county of Ormond to the south here. So that's good. And my marriage with the Countess de Gall, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebrations. We're gonna not go for money because I'm, not gonna be nasty. We're gonna go for extra prestige because we're nice, like that. See, now according to this, there are a few artifacts that we could steal. There's a dynasty banner there. Let me see. What if we were to challenge him for an artifact? His prowess is 1, our prowess is 8. So he will accept. Sure, let's go for it. Let's try and claim our dynasty banner. So, single combat with King Solomon. This is going to go perfectly well. So, we can get some enthusiastic onslaughts. We can taste just a normal onslaught, or think about a legendary technique. Now then, that has the best chance of working for us. It gives us a high increase and a low of success and a low increase of injury. So let's do that. I do my best to recall the legends in the spur of the moment and try and lift my mace as the heroes of old. It is enough for a solid blow against my surprised foe. Solomon stays stock still, seemingly hoping that I'll throw down my mace. My form is good with only small errors, and Solomon's stance is disaster. My opponent is reeling from me. Victory so close that I can practically taste it. Maybe if I wait, he'll trip on his hammer. How about you just die? So an unsure attack, you try and attack. You try badly to attack, or to the floor with you. So a high risk of injury, but a medium chance of success, or a low chance of injury and a low chance of success. I mean, we can kick him in the shin. Sure, let's go for it. Spotting a moment of opportunity, I deliver a fierce kick right at Solomon's shin, nearly hobbling him. One moment we're fighting, the next there's a cry of "Hia!" My eyes sting, my vision blurs, my mouth tastes like hurled dirt. My form is good, very small errors, and Solomon's stance disaster. I cannot be more than one well-placed strike away from victory. So again, we can wait for him to trip on his hammer. We can begin an enthusiastic onslaught, or we can try and headbutt him. Which I kind of like the idea of trying to headbutt him, but let's go for an enthusiastic onslaught. Roaring my defiance, I throw myself wholeheartedly into a bevy of crushing thwacks, raining blow after blow down on my opponent. Predictably, it is not long before I force Solomon to his knees, and from there it is just one long, lazy swing to bring my mace head up to his throat. The yield comes the second the cold metal touches his throat. I am victorious. Amazing. So, we gain our banner. Well, we gain a banner. I think it's our family banner. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But that would be our core artifact. Unfortunately, we can't actually place it down. Which kind of sucks. Well, let's have a look. Oh yeah, it is technically our house's banner. Because we're all the same dynasty, the Prydian dynasty. But there's a lot of different houses here. Some that seemingly have died out. The Ifinian, the Bresne, the Demonier. Again, pronouncing all of these probably really badly. Let's go be good and pay homage to our liege. Let's just go and demonstrate submission. Now, we do have to travel there, but it's not too far, and there's not too many things on the road. So we'll just travel down and go be nice to our king. We have entered into a red regency, but it's fine. We got some motivated workers as well. And we also managed to gain some intrigue lifestyle experience. Servants usher me into King Solomon's great halls and noms, where he sits in his throne waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage as his scribes record the event. With that, the ceremony is complete. I have nothing to offer my king except my promise to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. Solomon bids me to arise and confirms his satisfaction, along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. Nice. And then we head home. So, motivated workers, which is pretty good, gives us construction speed, which is quite nice. Now, something that I might do for this is, go back home, maybe look to build some, maybe some hunting grounds, just because it gives us a little bit of levies and extra tax, you know, because that will be pretty useful for us. We do also have Comborg here, which we can build stuff, but again, probably maybe forestry. Again, to just try and get a bit more tax coming in, but we do have a bit of a way to go before that in regards to our money. Now, there's been a new law being passed, limited crown authority. Interesting. Now, I can create a claimant faction to claim the throne against him. What's his overall power? 909. So it's actually not that good. We could immediately try and push ourselves to become King of Brittany. Which would be kind of hilarious. Maybe it's not the best of ideas, but who knows. Our dynasty has unlocked Vibrant Court. Okay, interesting. Now, one of the things I do have to be careful of is old Count Hastian down here. Because he does have a large amount of troops, but he's already at war with Mercia, which is kind of intriguing. Jorvik is obviously, half down white shirt, is trying to take over Northumbria. Ivar the Boneless is trying to take over Lothian as well. And Wessex, under the command of Athelred, is kind of chilling. Where is old Alfred? There he is. Also with Aylesworth, who is pregnant at the moment. Intriguing indeed. So let's see if there's anything going to happen. We could go on a bit of a hunt, maybe. But again, it's kind of spending money I don't necessarily have. Maybe it's worthwhile. Maybe we can see if we can gain any factions to, make myself King of Brittany. See if we can get support. No one can be forced to join. I'm curious if anyone will join. Let's start swaying. So let's sway my half-brother. They give him some reasons to support me. And just wait for my king to decide that he wants to kill me. We listen to the lovely music bouncing along. So my wife has got really good patronage, which will increase our learning, which hopefully will increase the speed in which we gain experience in it. Because again, this is something that will be good, particularly if we can get like whole of body, because it will allow us to live for even longer. I mean, we're already 48, so we're kind of old. So trying to live longer would be good. Who knows? Maybe we can try and completely fill out the learning tree. What does Scholar give us? Learning +5. Maybe we should have gone for that one first, because it gives you a lot of boost to your rate of experience pickup. Whole of body gives you 20% fertility. But then I suppose we can do restraint, which allows us to embrace celibacy, so we don't end up with like 6 million kids. Although some daughters wouldn't be terrible right now. I mean, we can betroth our son, perhaps, to someone. We've also been invited to a hunt with our half-brother. Let's go join. Join our hunt. I don't need to customize the route. I'm not going to arrive in time. Bugger. I missed out. That's annoying. So let's maybe betroth my son off to someone. Now, there is an 18-year-old lowborn who has got hail, and a 17-year-old lowborn who has quick, which is kind of good. But again, he is 8, so let's have a look, see if we can find someone roughly of the same age. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Now, what could be useful is if she's got quick. I wonder if we could arrange a marriage there, which would obviously create the alliance between us and Wessex. But what I'm kind of curious to see is no, Alfred has now become king. And that is his first daughter. Yes, no, this is what we want to do. Okay, so we're going to marry into Alfred's family, but he won't accept because he wants various reasons. He's going to want a matrilineal marriage, which is annoying. Now, I could marry my second son to him, or his daughter, which would kind of provide us with that alliance. What about in Francia? Maybe a duchy nearby. No duchy yet, but there is a duchy. Robert. Daughter? I do not know. It's hard to work out, that one. I think it's a daughter. Got an Aquitaine. Yeah, most people are 18. Okay, we'll leave it a little bit. Wait for some people to actually have children. Doesn't seem like there's any available at the moment that we would like. My wife, Countess Dergiel, is once again absent from our chambers as night falls. She's been distant lately, lost in thought and rarely seen at court. Am I not to her satisfaction? Is she simply busy, or could she be warming someone else's bed? Okay, let us find secrets. As we are deceitful overall. I also am going to play, I think, to the various, descriptions of our characters. So, for example, if we play as Eudikel, he's a gambler, so we'd often have to do as many things as possible in regards to, like, you know, gambling and things like that, and taking risks. Because I also think, you know, doing a little bit of RP with this is always a bit fun and a bit interesting. We also are going to try and wipe out the Carolingians, because of course that's what you have to do, but we'll see how that ends up going. Now, has anyone joined my faction to make me ruler? No. It's my half-brother doing. Like, he's the complete opposite to me. He's honest and I'm deceitful. He doesn't like that I'm gluttonous. He doesn't like that I'm deceitful as well. Though he is ambitious, he's also a torturer. Intriguing. He's just, but I like how he's just, but he's also a torturer. Also an elusive shadow, but because he's just and honest, his elusive shadow means his intrigue is not that good. Oops. What about my councillors? Who is my... Okay, Mayor Eric. He's vengeful, wrathful, and zealous. He's 8 intrigue. Okay, not terrible. Our Marshal is pretty solid, which is good. Steward is fine. There's no one really better as Steward. Our Councillor is really good. Bledcom. Boom. Let's see if we can... no secrets. Keep searching. Our priest is possessed. Of course he is. But she's a craven. She's also lazy arbiter. She has, like, terrible traits, but she's also a mastermind philosopher. So, not the end of the world. Okay, let's see if we can find anything and see if we can somehow make someone join our faction. We will speed it up ever so slightly. A couple of years passed. Everything seems safe. Hastin has taken a little bit of Mercia, not a lot. Jorvik has taken over Northumbria. So Halfdan, and Ivar has taken over Lothian. Intriguing. Our wife is pregnant. Good. Well done. With her being pregnant, looking at the time, I think that is very good. We will leave it here for our first episode. So, thank you very much for joining. We'll be back next time when we have to deal with a war. Until then, have a very, very good day. See you very soon. Bye.